Man saved a drowning kangaroo. The animal's reaction amazed everyone. A young kangaroo accidentally fell right into the sea and couldn't get out onto the high shore, helplessly floundering in the water. Fortunately, two brave men saved the unfortunate animal, which thanked them in the most incredible way. One bright, sunny morning in Australia, a young kangaroo hopped playfully along the seaside near a quaint port town. Delighted by the chance to explore new and scenic spots, he basked in the warmth of the sun. Drawn by the sight of a large concrete pier and the intriguing structures nearby, his curiosity led him to venture closer. Before long, the kangaroo was standing right in the middle of the pier, looking around with fascination, completely unfazed by his proximity to the bustling town. The young kangaroo, full of curiosity and innocence, showed no fear of the people walking nearby, seemingly unaware of any potential danger. Suddenly, a loud noise shattered the calm. A powerful motorboat roared as it sharply turned around a bend. Startled, the kangaroo panicked and leaped to the side, but in his fright, he miscalculated the strength of his jump. With a loud splash, the kangaroo landed in the water near the pier. His powerful legs kicked furiously as he struggled to stay afloat. Surfacing, he frantically looked around for help, but the concrete pier was too high for him to climb with his small front paws. Despite his powerful back legs, he couldn't muster the strength to leap to the height of the pier, leaving him stranded and desperate. He helplessly stood in the water, shivering from cold and fear. The animal pitifully squealed, calling for help, but the people on the shore seemed not to notice him at all. They passed by, indifferently absorbed in their own affairs and concerns. At that moment, two friends, Justin and Stephen, were leisurely strolling along the sea promenade. Suddenly, Justin stopped and pointed towards the sea. "Stephen, look, the kangaroo is drowning," he exclaimed. Stephen followed his gaze and also saw a small creature floundering helplessly in the water without a second thought. Justin began to undress. "What are you doing?" Stephen blurted out in astonishment. "The kangaroo can't get out without our help. The shore is too high here." "We need to save him," yelled Justin and jumped into the water. Stephen hesitated for a moment, but then also quickly undressed and jumped into the water after his friend. The kangaroo noticed the approaching humans and, out of fear, pressed against the concrete pier. When Justin swam directly towards him, the frightened animal tried to push the man away with his powerful legs. Seeing that the kangaroo did not understand their good intentions, Stephen shouted loudly, "Don't be afraid, we want to help you." But the kangaroo only desperately defended himself and even tried to bite the strangers, thinking that the people wanted to take advantage of his helplessness and harm him. Then Justin showed courage and deftly grabbed the kangaroo across the body, not giving him the opportunity to escape. Stephen swam up and began to gently stroke the animal's head, trying to calm it down. Gradually, the kangaroo stopped struggling and relaxed slightly in Justin's arms. Taking advantage of this, the men pulled the kangaroo to the concrete pier. Justin struggled to lift the unfortunate animal, and it finally managed to get out of the water. The kangaroo breathed heavily, looking around in astonishment. Its thick fur was completely soaked. The men followed and approached the kangaroo. Up close, it was clear that this was a very young creature. The animal was trembling violently from the cold and the horror it had experienced. Stephen tenderly extended his hand to it, but the kangaroo recoiled incredulously to the side. Suddenly, the men remembered that their clothes were still scattered on the promenade. They glanced at each other and burst into laughter, amused by their ridiculous appearance. Composing himself, Justin extended his hand to the kangaroo once more, this time slowly and cautiously. To his surprise, the kangaroo didn't jump away but instead fixed its gaze on him, watching intently. Then, something extraordinary happened. The kangaroo stood upright on its hind legs and extended one of its front paws as if offering a handshake. Stunned, Justin hesitated before shaking the animal's paw, hardly believing what he was seeing. In return, the kangaroo gave a grateful nod and lowered its head, almost apologetically, as if acknowledging its earlier aggressive behavior. The men were deeply moved by the kangaroo's unexpected gesture of gratitude. They hadn't anticipated that their act of kindness would leave such an impression on the little creature. Justin gently stroked the kangaroo once more while Stephen affectionately patted its damp shoulders. After their brief but heartwarming interaction, the kangaroo made a powerful leap and swiftly hopped toward the nearby forest. The men stood watching him disappear, their faces lit with wide smiles they couldn't suppress. They knew this extraordinary encounter would stay with them forever. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.